All righty. Well, good evening, all over North America. Um, let's see if we are coming in. If you are in the room, why don't you say good evening? Good evening. Hi there, Miss Mary Jane. Good evening to you. How are you today? Am I coming through clearly, Miss Mary Jane? Am I coming through clearly, Miss Mary Jane? All right. So let's get my PowerPoint screen up. So you can hear now. Let's make sure you can see. All right. No, it looked like it went through the tunnel. All righty. So I don't have to go back. I'm just going to give you a quick phone call and make sure you can still hear me and see the screen. I don't have my extra computer up tonight. And if I can find your number here. Hey, well, good evening. Welcome to the webinar. We'll be starting in the next minute or two here. Okay, can you see the PowerPoints? All I need to know, my dear. And you can hear me. All right, we're good to go. All right. Keep greeting the people in the chat room for me, and we'll be starting in about 2 or 3 minutes, okay? Thank you. All righty. We are good to go. Our screen is in full effect, and we will be getting underway in the next few moments. We have just some tremendous information to share with you tonight, truly on how to take this activity to the next level. And this is truly a true peer-to-peer electronic cash system. And so we are excited to share with you all tonight and to chat with you. It's going to be a great webinar, and we're really excited about it. Again, welcome. This is Team 123, and we are using the iCharity platform to build, coupled with trying to make some amazing things happen in our marketplace. Now, I'm not backing up on this. We may have to do this again. Hopefully the video will come out right and they can just come here and take a look on their own accord. But some people, we use the text messaging system to affect people to enroll, and some people got lost in the translation of that moment. But nevertheless, we are going forward tonight because we've been sending it out. We've been advertising, we've been talking about it, so you knew it was coming, and here it is today. So it is now 5:01. We're gonna give the great people just another minute, and then we're gonna jump right into the session at hand. I mean, I really want to be able to talk. I'm gonna try something here. Hope I don't mess anything up here. Stop sharing, and it should. No, I didn't want that. Okay, I want this. All right. Okay. All right. Good evening, Avram and Mary Jane. All righty. And we didn't have a strong registration because people just didn't, don't read. You got to read, family. There's an old saying, if you want to hide something from someone, put it in a book. Now put it in an email or a text. You know, we've got to be able to read. So I want to make sure you're hearing me. Avram, tap in the chat bar if you can hear me. And we are going to be underway. I'm going to take a swig of my juice here, and we're going to be underway right now. All righty, Dottie. Well, we're going back to the PowerPoint. Well, again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carl Robinson. I'm a project manager with iCharity and a part of Team 123. And we are excited that you're here tonight. We're going to be talking about just giving a general overview on Bitcoin and the advantages of using Bitcoin inside of your day-to-day activity inside of iCharity, as well as emerging into this true peer-to-peer electronic cash system. It resonates well with me simply because we are peer-to-peer crowd sharing network. It would make sense to use a peer-to-peer electronic cash system to be able to monitor and to do transactions, as well as some of the other great things I'm going to share with you as our time together evolves. So with Bitcoin, let's stay in front of the marketplace. As an entrepreneur for all these years, one of the things I had to master and champion very early in my career was staying in front of trends and staying in front of the marketplace. People often talk about how I was a millionaire at the age of 21. How I was able to do that was because I opened a business, check this out, selling fax machines. Now, it had to be a long time ago if you can make $1 million gross. It was $1 million gross, it wasn't net. But if you can make $1 million selling fax machines 2 years in a row, but guess what happened? The marketplace changed. And as a result of the marketplace change, it ended up going heads over heels for us. But the key thing I learned in business is to stay in front of the marketplace, to stay in line with the marketplace. And when you stay in front of the marketplace and stay in line with the marketplace, that's what will affect great change and great development for you. And so with that in mind, let's discover. I'm going to play a video for you on what Bitcoin is. Here we go.
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower, you can use them in every country, your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Bitcoins are generated all over the internet by anybody running a free application called a Bitcoin miner. Mining requires a certain amount of work for each block of coins. This amount is automatically adjusted by the network such that Bitcoins are always created at a predictable and limited rate. Your Bitcoins are stored in your digital wallet, which might look familiar if you use online banking. When you transfer Bitcoins, an electronic signature is added. After a few minutes, the transaction is verified by a miner and permanently and anonymously stored in the network. The Bitcoin software is completely open source, and anybody can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Let's look at some examples of how Bitcoins are already used today. You can purchase video games, gifts, books, servers, and alpaca socks. Several currency exchanges exist where you can trade your Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Bitcoins are a great way for small businesses and freelancers to get noticed. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them. There are no chargebacks or fees, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy. For your first Bitcoins and more information, visit weusecoins.com.
So Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin? And I just messed up here. Back. I tell you. All right, what is Bitcoin? Well, again, Bitcoin is a network that enables a new payment system and a completely digital money. What I love the most, it is the first decentralized peer-to-peer payment network, and that is powered by its users with no central authority or middleman. So from a user's perspective, Bitcoin is pretty much like cash for the internet. Bitcoin can also be seen as the most prominent triple entry bookkeeping system in existence. And I know our bookkeeper types will appreciate that. So what, in a nutshell, what Bitcoin is, it's just an electronic digital payment system, the ability to receive payments, the abilities to send payments. Who created Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is the first implementation of a concept called cryptocurrency, which was first described in 1998 by Wei Deng of the Cypherpunks mailing list. And they suggested that the idea of a new form of money that uses cryptographic to control its creation and transactions. So rather than a central authority, the first Bitcoin specification and proof of concept was published in 2009 in a cryptographed mailing list by Satoshi Nakamoto. So Satoshi left the project in late 2010 without revealing much about himself. So the community has grown exponentially with many developers working on Bitcoin. So basically, Bitcoin is owned by the people, for the people. And we're going to see in a moment which companies are backing and supporting and the billions of dollars that's been placed inside of Bitcoin. So no one controls Bitcoin. The network works much like its own on the technology, kind of like who owns the internet or who owns email. Bitcoin is controlled by all Bitcoin users around the world. So while developers are improving the software, they can't force a change in the Bitcoin protocol because all the users are free to choose what software and version they use. So in order to stay compatible with each other, all users need to use various softwares, and we'll share that with you in a moment. Bitcoin can only work correctly with a complete consensus among all the users. So, how it works, and we'll talk about this in the next section. How does Bitcoin work? So from a user's perspective, Bitcoin is nothing more than a mobile app or a computer program that provides a personal Bitcoin wallet and allows a user to send and receive Bitcoins with them. That's how Bitcoin works. It's as easy as downloading an app on your phone or on your computer and just making an online transaction. If you think about it, when you enrolled in iCharity, you use your credit card or you use your PayPal account. When the money went from your account to the person you donated's account, you didn't physically take the $20 and run over there. No, what did you do? You entered the information in, and ones and zeros, digital codes, took the money from your wallet and put it inside of their e-wallet or their account. That's all Bitcoin is. It's just ones and zeros. It's internet money. It's like exchanging gold on the internet. That's how simple it is. So now, from our perspective as end users, Bitcoin is nothing more than a mobile app or a computer program that provides a personal Bitcoin wallet and allows the users to send and receive Bitcoins with them. Now, behind the scenes, The Bitcoin network is sharing a public ledger called the blockchain. Now, this ledger contains every transaction ever processed, allowing a user's computer to verify the validity of each transaction. So the authenticity of each transaction is protected by digital signatures corresponding to sending address. So allowing all users to have full control over sending Bitcoin from their own Bitcoin address. So in addition, everyone who can process transactions using the computing power of specialized hardware earn a reward of Bitcoins for this service, and this is called Bitcoin mining. And so what happens? There are companies that have large servers and computers and specialized systems that mine for the Bitcoin. But also, a part of their responsibility is when Bitcoin transactions are made, when Bitcoin transactions manifest, what happens? Many of the people then, or the Bitcoin miners also are responsible to approve the transactions that go from your Bitcoin account to someone else's Bitcoin account. And that's what makes it such a phenomenal event. And so the question is Bitcoin really used by people? And the answer is yes. I mean, there is a growing number of businesses, individuals using Bitcoin. Right now, only 22 to 23% of the world population is even aware of Bitcoin. Now watch that. Only 22 to 23% of the world population is even aware of Bitcoin. So now, this includes people using it for brick and mortar businesses like restaurants, apartments, law firms, popular online services as such. But Microsoft uses Bitcoin for purchases. Dell, Newegg, Overstock, Cheap Air, Target, Home Depot, Amazon, Nike, and trust me when I say the list goes on. So while Bitcoin remains a relatively new phenomenon, it's growing fast. By the end of March of 2016, the value of all Bitcoin in circulation exceeded 6.5 billion, with millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin exchanged daily. So Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, is going nowhere. I was reading so many articles. Former Vice President Gore says that Bitcoin is a phenomenon. Sir Walter Branson, the Virgin Air, has invested billions of dollars into Bitcoin. I mean, just the list goes on. The other day, President Obama made a comment that it's not going to be too long that all of us will be walking around with a Swiss bank in our wallet. Or in other words, he was referring to cryptocurrency or the usage of this type of currency in Bitcoin. It is a phenomenon. People are using it. It's happening. And like I said on the top of the call, we have to be on the cutting edge. You know, the thing to be a creative investor and a creative marketer, you have to be on the cutting edge. That's why I really want to help our community start using Bitcoin to receive donations as well as to give donations. So why use Bitcoin? Here are 8 good reasons why it's worth taking the time to get involved with Bitcoin. Number 1, it's fast. I mean, many people, when they've enrolled inside of our charity, had issues getting their PayPal payments. I mean, I know up to 21 days in some scenarios. But with converting into Bitcoin, taking your credit card, converting it into a Bitcoin, opening a Bitcoin e-wallet, and then funding that each iCharity account, it'll take minutes. So it's fast. You know, it's also cheap. There are minimal fees to any in some transactions. And so now it's a simple transaction. You're just sending an email to the recipient, and then the Bitcoin miners do all the work. And it's fast, and the fees are minimal. We know on PayPal it's charging like 88 cents to $1, and some other exchanges even more. But now we're eliminating these fees, so we're getting more money. Its central government can't take it away, meaning is not regulated by the bank. And that's what makes it so phenomenal. There are no chargebacks. So when you're making that donation, you need to make sure you make it to the right person, because there are no chargebacks. People can't steal your payment information from the internet like they can with using your credit card. And so it's private. So you want to be, you want to be in on it. It's a private scenario. You own it. And I want to share with you in a few moments, you can create literally your own money. That's what we do at our charity. We're like little banks, creating our own income, creating our own money. And so I want to encourage all of us to become a part of the revolution in our charity using Bitcoin. So now, how then do you open a Bitcoin account? Well, you'll set up a Circle account. And that may change because we're looking at several providers. But for tonight's conversation, you just simply go to circle.com. It's free to open an account. Then you'll naturally have to fund it so that you can exchange Bitcoin. And you can fund it up to $300, or whatever you need to do if you're going to be using it actively. So you need to do this because this is how you move forward in getting your account set up. So number one, just go to circle.com. And then once you go through the steps there, and I can also send you a PDF or an email that will have all those instructions if there's something you're going to want to do. Then you're going to place it in your iCharity account. This is my back office. I already have my Bitcoin account in place. And so now if somebody wanted to make a donation to me in Bitcoin, I could very simply receive it. And that's powerful. And what's so great about it? So now I've received a Bitcoin donation. I received the Bitcoin donation, and now that I've received it, all is well. I'm doing well. I'll just simply, just like the same credit card account I funded the account with, I can just take that money and put it back on that card, and it'll be right back in my natural bank or debit card in a day or so. So it's no difference in a PayPal transaction, moving it from PayPal to your bank account, same dynamics, but now it doesn't have all of the stickiness that using a PayPal account has. So this is a new world economic solution, and it's designed to help us and to change and to affect a difference in our life. But before I go further, let me go to Q&A. And all righty. So now we're back in the chat bar. Thus far, are there any questions on Bitcoin? Any questions? Just type them in the chat bar. Any questions? Any questions? All right, so now let me go further here. Let's see here now. Yeah, it'll work the same way that it works using any other payment system, because the new project manager, Mary Jane, would still send over the donation details. And you would also receive notification from your Bitcoin service provider that you've received monies. So it works the same. Works the same. And, I've been playing with it, doing a couple of things, and it is a phenomenal system. It really is. All right. Let me reboot this. So I'm going to stop sharing. So I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint presentation, because there's something that I discovered, and I want to give my very clear disclaimer. The rest of this presentation It's not mandatory. None of it is mandatory, but it's not mandatory. But it is an option. It's optional, but it's something that I see and I know is going to help you inside of your holistic activity. And I want to share with you a true blessing that has been blessing my life for the past 3 weeks now, using Bitcoin and as well as the game plan to use iCharity. It's an amazing system. So check this out. Let me go back to the PowerPoint. Uh-oh, what I did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I just messed up, y'all. I just messed up. Are you still there? All right, entire screen. All right, again, I want to share with you now a new world economic solution. And we've been talking about this for a long time, one of mankind's oldest and most difficult problems. How do you get the money you need for things that are important to you? I have a question for you. If I could show you a way to leverage iCharity and Bitcoin, that word leverage is a powerful word. I'm not talking about joining a business. I'm not talking about recruiting. I'm not talking about selling. I'm only sharing information that could help some of your current monies grow at 3% every day, 7 days a week per week. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Simply to put my money is working harder for me than I'm working for it. Again, this is completely optional, but I am and some of the other project managers have started using this system on top of what we're doing in iCharity every day by using Bitcoin, that we are seeing our money triple and double in 60 days. It's unbelievable. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Here's the optional investment overview. Key points of this program: over 60,000 individual investors. This is not on a trial. These are people that are actually receiving investments every day. You open an account with as little as $10 or as much as $50,000 or $500,000. Account grows 3% per day with no effort, meaning there's nothing you have to do. So for example, $100 at 3% per day equals $3 per day, or $90 per month, and allow for foreign currency rate. So literally, you have $100 in there, and at the end of a 30-day period, it's now $90 in interest that you've earned, and you still have your principal. And you can make daily withdrawal requests on your earnings from, it's called Coins account, back to your bank account. So it's easy to reinvest your earnings for compounding, which starts a new 60-day investment cycle. So the $100, for our conversation's sake, is locked in to a contract for 60 days. But you can immediately withdraw your earnings or your investments, what you've earned, on day one. So if there's some limits, but if you put in enough to get a withdrawal, you can only invest $10, and the maximum you can withdraw, and minimum you can withdraw is $10. So if you're earning $10 a day, you can literally take that out every day. It's bank level security. The company is Dun & Bradstreet registered, great customer service. And again, no selling, no recruiting. This is not an MLM. It's not a program of that magnitude. They do have an affiliate program, but it's nothing for you to do but to invest your money. Let me share with you what the company is all about. It's called Coins.
Power Supplies and Equipment Limited is a British multinational corporation headquartered in London. Founded in January 2008, it rapidly became a respected leader in the wholesale electricity market by utilizing professional traders and a highly experienced engineering team with well-diversified areas of expertise. These strategic elements supported participation in the business market by creating a safe investment environment with little to no risk. As Bitcoin mining demand grows, more than half of the profits are spent on mining hardware power consumption. The industry sees an emerging opportunity in catering to the hosting needs of Bitcoin miners who typically seek high-density space with cheap power. Beginning in 2013, we focused our wholesale electricity trading efforts in the Bitcoin mining industry. Using world-class standards and industry-leading equipment, we built an exclusive data center to host miners in the best condition with the lowest power cost. In addition, we've created an opportunity for online investors by offering long-term contracts when purchasing large quantities of power. This lowers the wholesale electricity price and enables us to share daily retail sales profits back to the investors. Today, there is a number of well-known corporations and individuals who have found Coints as a rewarding place to invest and double their money every quarter. Investing has never been so safe and easy. We hope you'll join us and discover these rewards for yourself at Coints.com.
All right, so Coints is simply put, my money is working harder for me than I am for it. This is a powerful investment. Let you know, proof is in the pudding. So let me go. Let me go to the internet. I see your yes, yes, yes there, Ms. Mary Jane. All right, let me see if I can get to the internet here. All right, let me lower this. All right. I'm going to take you into my Coints back office. Again, I'm just getting started, but I'm loving what's going on here. And I got an amazing strategy to share with you in just a moment. So just hang on. Amazing strategy to help you double your efforts and double your money. All right, so this is the website. Oh, before I log into the website, I wanted to show you some things on here. So let me go back and go back in again. First, I wanted to let you see, and you'll be able to go through it after the call naturally. But I wanted you to see the look of the website. Almost 100,000 fans on Facebook, over 60,000 fans on Twitter. Very professional website. Some of the things you look for legitimacy, the Norton Secured, Trustwave, McAfee, you know, those are signs of authenticity and that this website has been verified. Earn 3% profit daily, black and white. Make an investment today and get paid for 60 days. It's easy, secured, and guaranteed. More than over 600,000 investors worldwide are using this. Now, the parent company is a company called Power Supply Equipment, just like the video said. It's a British national company located in London, founded in January of 2008. So the company's been around. In 2013, they decided to focus on the wholesale electricity trading efforts in the Bitcoin mining industry. Remember how we were talking about with the Bitcoin machines? They need, you know, the top of the line machines, and the computers are working 24/7. Well, this company is supplying the energy to keep those machines moving. And for us partnering with them, giving them money to keep the machines going, they're giving us 3% per day. That is phenomenal. Now, I want to share something with you. And this is something really, you got to understand market share. So right now, the total Bitcoins that are being invested in this company is 15,547,000. The market cap is 7.1 billion. So what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that the market the program may be over once we get to 7 billion. And right now we're currently at a little shy of 16 million. You know, transactions 199 in the last 24. Transactions per hour, 8,300. Bitcoin sent every 24 hour. And then this is what I love the most. This is so transparent. I'm gonna show you some other stuff. The latest withdrawals. 3 minutes ago, someone withdrew 48 bucks. 6 minutes ago, someone took out 220, 35, 10, 106. We don't have any big players tonight. I get real excited when I see the 2s and the 3s and the thousands of that comes out. But it's amazing. And this is right here on the open website. 60-day contracts, 90% monthly sales, or 90% monthly sales. Start as low as $10. Guaranteed returns, daily withdrawals, certificate of shares, and no fee or limitation. And here's the affiliate program. If you want to share it with somebody, they'll give you 5%. And if they share with somebody, they give you 2%. And if they share with somebody, they'll give you 1% or whatever they invest. So now here's a working example here. So here's our, if you put in, so let's do an investment. Let's say you have, let's go on 100 bucks. Let's say you invest 100 bucks. That means you'll earn $3 per day. You'll earn $21 per week. And at the end of a month, you'll have $90. And at the end of the total contract, it'll be $180. Now understand, it's your principal included plus your earnings. That's phenomenal, isn't it? I can't see your responses, but I know it is. So let's just take it up. Let's suppose you put in 1,000. You go into your savings or to your 401k and invest 1,000, just for our conversation's sake. Let's have a little fun. That means you'll make $30 a day, $210 a week, $90 in a month, and over the entire 60-day period, your money will grow to, if you take nothing out and just keep compounding, well, we can talk about that too, some part of the strategies. But if you do nothing, just let it sit there, you'll have $1,800. You can compound and start reinvesting every day for the 30 days. It opens a new 60-day, but now you'll earn additional income by compounding your monies. I mean, it's powerful. Okay, let's go one more. Suppose you put in $10,000. That's $300 a day. So literally, you put in $10,000 tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Tuesday morning at 8 a.m., you'll have $300 available to withdraw. That is amazing. $2,100 a week, $9,000 for the month, $18,000 over the 2-month period. Ladies and gentlemen, that's cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. I love it. So let me go into my back office. You know, I'm just getting started, but I'm loving what's happening. And we're going to reinvest right now. I'm going to show you how simple it is to reinvest. Put in my capture code, and my information is secure. And again, it's security level, so it takes a few moments for everything to populate. You see my name there. All right, so now you can see my total active deposits right now is $573.97. What has happened, I enrolled, I registered on April the 22nd. My last account access was May 15th earlier today. Today, my total earnings is $190, but I've withdrawn $32. I put one back in and I kept one out. I'm doing some other stuff with it. It's lightweight, but right now, currently I have $13.36. Now I could withdraw this by simply hitting the withdraw button, put in the $13, and that money would be on its way back to my Bitcoin account. Or I can just let it sit there, or I can deposit it back into my investments. Because now, because I look at my transactions, you know, you see I'm earning on note earning from deposit of $53.81. They just increased this from 3% to 3%. When I first got started, it was 2%. And let's see here now. Where are my 3% earnings? Okay, I don't see them in here. But I have 3% earnings as well as 2% earnings. And so let's just look at the 2%. So I made $1.07, 28. I made $4.94, 34 cents. Because every day when my account is qualified, I reinvest. And the reason why I reinvest, because I'm trying to get the maximum potential. So this is on the transactions. Let's look at my investments. I think it's over there. Yeah, here we are. So now these are the 3% daily profits, 3%. I took some of my reinvestment money and I try to do it every day. You see the 12th, 13th, $12 one day, $11 one day, and you see the remaining days. So at the end of the 56 days, this contract will be over. They'll release to me my principal, which would be in this case $11 plus whatever I've earned. But in most cases, I'm going to keep compounding or show you some systems in place. So this is on my 3%. You can see all the ones on my 2%. You know, my initial my initial investment. Then a few days later, I came in and capped it up to 300. And then I've just been periodic when what I've been doing when I'm getting a donation in, I've been splitting half with me and half with my investment because I'm trying to double and triple my donation money using this system. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I want to show you. Oh yeah, I want to put a deposit in. So this is simply what you would do when you have monies that are inside the system already. I would, we don't use perfect money. Those aren't allowed or pay are allowed in the U.S. We're only using Bitcoin. But since this is money in my balance, all I got to simply do is click invest or click the account balance here, click invest. Well, I've got to fill in the amount right here. They're not going to let me do anything stupid. Boom. And I click invest. And see my total investment went up to $573.97. Well, let's see what it's $573.97 right now. I'm going to click invest to confirm. And look at it now, it's $587.33. So in 24 hours from now, I'll get my first return on that $13 I just invested. That's powerful. That is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going back to the PowerPoint. Now, before I go to the PowerPoint, let me go to the chat box here for a hot minute. All right. You lost me. I wasn't in. So are you there, Mary Jane? Can you hear me now? All righty, Dottie. Can you hear me now, Mary Jane? All right. Talk to me in the chat bar so I know you're still there, or I can go have supper. All right. Is there anyone that can hear me? Let me know. I need interactive support. Okay. All right. Okay. Talk to me now. Talk to me. All right. So with that said, let me go back to, okay. All right. Now, is this making sense? Oh, yeah, it is exciting. You know, I've been like a kid in a candy store the last 2 weeks, kind of holding this and working on it and putting it together. I'm about to show you now an explosive system, how we can really literally triple our money. And I mean, if you have some discretionary funds, and that's, I'm a firm believer, never invest what you can't afford to lose. But in scenarios like this, get in where you can fit in, because it's happening. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. It's real. It's happening. I mean, I'm a firm believer. There's no guarantees in life, but I feel real good. As little as $10. as little as $10. I encourage people to try, get in where you fit in, get in where you can, but to get into to the place where, now watch this, that you're getting at least $10 return per day so that you can start compounding. And I can show you some formulas. Say if your monthly expenses are $3,000. I mean, we're getting all that in a minute. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Just hold on, Carolyn, hold on. We want to show you how to build up using this system to cover your monthly expenses, to cover your car note, your mortgage, your house note, your kids' tuition, whatever it might be, using this amazing system. All right, so let me go back to the PowerPoint. I have some hot stuff on there to show you. All right, back to the PowerPoint. All righty. So welcome to the next generation crowd sharing and global investment. It is truly time for the little guy to win with iCharity, Bitcoin, and coins. I didn't mention this earlier, but using Bitcoin with some retailers, they'll give you a 20 to 25% discount by using online services to purchase things using Bitcoin. Target does that, and so many others. And so there's so many things. You can travel with Bitcoin. And so now we're moving away from the centralized system into the decentralized system where you can move money back and forth and really operate like a mogul. So let's play with some numbers here. And there's really time to be a solution provider. Anyone can participate. $10 is all you need. And 3% daily, 7 days a week. The stock market only pays you 5 days a week. You can only get money in the stock market when the market is open. But in this program, 7 days a week. I wasn't there when I made the $13, but I'm glad I did. I'll take $13+ every day. So what if you invested half of your iCharity donations? And so based on our peer-to-peer direct funding, level 1 is $100. And I hope I don't have to go into explanations on that. See me at 8 o'clock in the morning if you need that explanation. So level 1, $100. You would take 40 of it to step up, 30 to put in your pocket, and then 30 to your coins investment. So that $30 in 60 days turns into 54, in 30 days, no, in 60 days turns into $54. That's powerful. So what if you took half of your level 2 $500 donations? In 60 days, 500 turns into 900. And I say plus because this is not including compounding. And what compounding is, every day, whenever your account has at least $10 available, you're reinvesting it. I was running some numbers the other night on how the average American family, if they could earn an additional $300 to $500 a month, it would change both of their lives. I can't see you in the chat bar, but I know you're agreeing with me. You know, all the statistics state that the average American family could earn an additional $300 to $500 a month plus. Well, I'm going to put together a system whereby using iCharity, Bitcoin, and coins that we're going to show you how to start earning. So like, say if you went out and got a part-time job and it was paying you, say, $300 a week. We're going to show you how to take $300. If you can squeeze $300 or work your way up to it, we can show you how to take that $300 and start turning it into an additional $70 a week. $70 a week, that would give you $300 a month. And then every 30 days, you're going to give yourself a $25 a month raise. And you'll be at 500 and beyond in short order fashion. We're talking about empowerment to people now by just taking a few steps of getting started with something different. And it's different, but you're not going to make what you need in life by staying with the mundane. Some of you went to worship today. and you pray to God Almighty to help you in your situation, to give you some resources, to bless you. And I believe this could be the answer to some of your prayers. This system is working. And so now if we put our iCharity effort, I'm not pulling back from iCharity one bit. Matter of fact, I'm increasing, because we always say we are an intentional funding community, that we chose iCharity. And now for those that see this, we're going to choose iCharity, we're going to choose Bitcoin, and we're going to choose coins as a part of our entire portfolio for financial development. We are truly becoming now a true economic community. That's what we say day in and day out. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what's coming to pass. So I challenge you tonight. I challenge you. Make the adjustments in your world financially. I'm going to give you the getting started procedure. I'm going to send it to you via email so you can get started tonight if you so desire. We're simply building a community of like-minded people, and to help each other raise funds and now make investments. That's what we're doing. And that's what makes this thing so powerful. It makes this thing so exciting. Every single online phenomenon was created by people sharing something they liked. And this is what's happening here inside of this activity. It's a true peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So let me go back to the chat area. And for those that are attending tonight, I got you here, Avram, Carolyn, and Mary Jane. Now, Avram and Carolyn, because of the affiliate program, you will be direct to me. Mary Jane, you would be direct to Mark Curry. And I can shoot you shortly the link with his information if you want to start the process. Again, all it takes is $10 to get going minimally, and you can start building and start developing. Are there any questions in the chat? Let me see here. How do you get started? That one's still there. I will send you an enrollment email in the next, as soon as we're done here. And we can go from there. Any other questions? Insured, like FDIC? No, they're not FDIC, because most Bitcoin companies are not US based. So US based is United States. Again, this is decentralized. Now, on the Coins website, they use words like guaranteed, and you have the success there. So you have all their other securities that speaks of their legitimacy. Bitcoin, there's a ton of different Bitcoin providers in the marketplace. But to date, like using Circle, Coinbase, I've used quite a few now. I haven't had any issues with converting my money into Bitcoin and then getting it over to coins. I hope that answers your question, Avram. You got to remember, we're dealing in digital currency now, and it's not what we're used to going down to the Bank of America or to our local Chase. This is decentralized. This is off the grid. Again, the example that President Obama gave, this it makes it so interesting. This is now, ladies and gentlemen, your own bank account on your iPhone or on your Android. That's what this is moving to. If the American dollar slips, your Bitcoin investment will keep growing. There are over 600,000 people worldwide. And if you think about it, over 600,000 people were trying to get to 15 billion. We're not using flat currency. We're using Bitcoin. It's digital. It's a digital. Once again, we're using Bitcoin because it is a digital-based currency. This company, Power Supply, it just makes sense. Power Supply is a electric company that provides electricity for people using Bitcoin and mining. So no, it wouldn't be British pounds. It would be Bitcoin. Yeah, it would be. Again, we're moving away in this involvement. This is not the traditional. This is decentralized. So it's not the traditional marketplace of what we would normally understand. Yeah, these are some great questions. Keep them coming. So it's a powerful, powerful system. Okay, well, I'll get you an email in a few minutes, sir. And, get in where you fit in and let's get going. And what's so great about it, and I know, Avram, we've had this conversation, over the years now. You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to recruit anyone. But if you do, the fees are handsome. And they're handsome. So naturally, we're going to be putting together some marketing strategies where, we're working on a funnel, the developers and I, if someone wants to market this thing, as well as still marketing to our charity. And so now we're working on basically how to merge this into our iCharity overview, because it's what makes it so powerful and strong. It was powerful. I mean, it's just powerful. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other question? Well, ladies and gentlemen, our time is just about up here. Let's see, who do we have online here? I'm looking crazy over here. But chat, attendees, people are, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say hi to y'all tonight. Turn the camera off. Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing? I mean, my phone is just blowing up with project managers trying to figure out what happened, how to get in. We've sent out you three. I had to coach a couple of you, but you all, there's only 3 of us here tonight. And we sent out the text message. So you got to read your text messages, because you never know what information is going to be disseminated. Don't just assume, oh, it's just a call, or it's just, the 3 p.m. call. Better read, because we have a lot going on here. So again, I want to thank you. I'm so excited about this. And iCharity, coupled with this activity in coins, with using Bitcoin, and we're always looking for new and sundry ways to build and develop, and to help us really build that economic community. I can't wait for us to start building the revenue that I can say, guys, hey, we got an acres in Alaska, wherever, that we want to invest in. Everyone's going to get a 20,000 return in 30 days. Who's in? And that I'm not afraid to ask that question, because our team has the resources to be able to participate. Okay, send it to me in Bitcoin and we're going to get it going. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to us doing some great things. So, hey, your email will be coming over to you in the next few moments. If there are no other questions, well, make it a great evening. We'll be back tomorrow morning trying to figure out how to put it all together. But make sure you're on the 8 a.m. call, 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make it a great night. Take care. Thank you so much, Carolyn, as well. Thank you all for being here. Take care. Take charge. And we will see you and talk to you in the morning. Bye for now.